Hey everybody, you're at the Mini Woodstock Festival in Santa Barbara, California. Yes, this is the show where Foreave Stars International shine. It's for entrepreneurs in the entertainment field. And tonight we have some great guests for you, so keep tuned. Here we go at the Dream Machine USA, telling you, lift your glasses, get all your hors d'oeuvres ready, because we're going to have fun tonight. You're at the Dream Machine USA at ABG Studios and our TV studios, Mini Woodstock Festival. So join us, have fun tonight. We've got some great guests for you. Yay! Keep tuned, everybody.
And here's Lucy Looker.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Mini Woodstock Festival TVSB show. Yes, I have a great guest for you today. This is Lucy Looker talking to you and coming from the Mini Woodstock Festival TV studios. And as I said, I have a great guest for you. So get your drinks, they may not be alcoholic. Get your hors d'oeuvres, sit down and get ready for a great Mini Woodstock Festival. Today, I have a wonderful guest. Her name is Karen Leva, and she's going to tell us all about herself. And as you can see, she's into dance. So Karen, tell us all about yourself. Thank you so much, honey, for coming. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, I want to know all about this dance network. I want to know about you. You know, everything. Are you a local girl?
So I'm actually from San Luis Obispo. That's where I grew up. But I've been in Santa Barbara for about 7 years now because I came for college and decided to never leave because it's so beautiful here. And I started dancing when I was about 10, and we can all thank Gene Kelly and the movie Singing in the Rain for that. That was my inspiration, and I wanted to be able to tap dance like him. And that's why the tap shoes are here, because that's my favorite style of dance. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy the counts and the percussive rhythm of it. And
I remember when I was like 5 years of age, or maybe even younger, in England, Janet, of course that's Janet, not Lucy Looker, but Janet, and I used to go to ballet dance there, and I remember, you know, when doing the tap dancing, and we did this soldiers dance, and my mum said, oh my God, we're watching you on stage, and of course all the little soldiers were all doing their tap dance, and I was the tiny one at the end. I'm a performer, you see, and it was obvious when I was that little. I went the other direction. The whole troop went this way and doing the tap, and I'd been taught and taught and taught at all the rehearsals, and they kept telling me, follow them, and I never did. Off I went on my own and did my own little tap dance routine. I guess that was when they knew I was a performer rather than just a dancer. My sister was a ballet dancer. She was sculpted and everything, you know, Josie in Australia now. So I know the love that you have. The tap dancing is such a love, isn't it? I mean, and were you in a lot of different shows in San Luis Obispo or here?
Well, when I started, I was about 10. So I actually started late because, as you were saying, you started when you were 5, and that's usually 3 to 5 is when most professionals start. But within a year, I was actually competing at competitions all throughout California. So I was going up to San Francisco to compete and down to Los Angeles and competing at home in San Luis. But it's just performing everywhere because that's what it's about. It's really just the love of performing is what has driven me to be where I am today. And I actually have performed internationally on cruise ships, and it's amazing.
Tell us about that, because I also, when I was traveling back years ago, I actually performed on cruise ship, but I'm sure mine was when I was young. I was like about, I don't know, in my 20s. And back then, they actually got the crew, the people on the cruise, the passengers involved. Were you actually a part of the actual cruise dancers, or were you like one of the passengers that got involved? How were you?
No, I actually we came on to be performers on the cruise
fantastic!
Ship.
That's fun, because usually they get the passengers involved, like the dancers get the passengers involved.
And we did a little bit of that too, and that was a lot of fun. I think that's part of what's molded my idea of dance now. Is when I have events, I really like to encourage audience members and people who are not dancers to come up and learn dance and really extend it to the community. But it's really weird dancing on a cruise ship, because even though you don't think, because it's such a big ship that you can feel the ocean, you can, especially when you're moving around and you're doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And we were doing lifts and things like that.
Oh my goodness.
Fortunately, nobody got dropped, but I've heard horror stories about people who aren't used to dancing on cruise ships dropping their partners in lifts and things like that. So thankfully, nobody got dropped when we were on the cruise ship.
So what other things, and you said you went all the way up to San Francisco performing?
There's every year there's a national convention called Dupre's. It's a convention competition, and I've been to competitions, I've been to conventions, I've done things all throughout the United States, and I would have to say conventions, especially this one, are my favorite, because competitions, you go and you compete and you see all these other dancers competing and you get really inspired, but you don't necessarily do anything except for do your own dancing. Whereas with conventions, we would go and we would spend the whole week in there as a company, and it was a really great bonding experience for all of us, because we would be taking classes all day long, and then we would compete and see all the different dances, and then the next day we would take classes all day long again. And it's from professionals from all over the world, some of the best dancers that you get to take and learn from. And one of the years, a couple of the years, but I remember the first year I won scholarship, I was so excited. It meant that I got to go the next year for free, because I had auditioned to get a scholarship, and it was really nerve-wracking, but it was very exciting. And the man who awarded the scholarship to me was one of my biggest inspirations growing up. His name's Tommy Redder, and he's actually tapping on Broadway right now in Billy Elliot, which is amazing that I know that man and was able to train with him. And I literally ran up on stage, jumped up on stage, and jumped on top of him, and just because I was so excited. I think I was about 14 or 15 at the time, and I was just so excited to be able to not only earn that scholarship, but also be able to receive it from him, because he was such an inspiration to me.
And what is it he does? He's from another country?
No, he's from the United States, but he is a tap dancer, and so he's been training in tap his whole life, and is one of the most amazing, in my personal opinion, one of the most amazing tap dancers in the United States. He's fantastic, and I think I can definitely say he and Gene Kelly are two of my biggest inspirations as a dancer. And
basically, so you went to Santa Barbara City College?
No, I went to UCSB.
Oh, you went. So you went. Oh, you didn't go to City College, or you did and then go to UCSB?
No,
you went straight to
UCSB
from San Luis Obispo. Okay, well, shout out to San Luis Obispo. Hey there, everyone, because this will go on YouTube eventually, so your family will get to see it, even though they don't have the local TV here. So you went from UCSB. So when did you start thinking, well, I'm going to start my own dance network?
Well, so it was a process, because I danced at my studio back home, Central Coast School of Dance, from the time I was 10 until about 19. Even when I was here, I couldn't quite give it up, because that was my family. And so it was hard for me to think about dancing somewhere else, since I had danced there my whole life. And so I would go back on weekends and still participate in some shows. And then eventually I realized I can't keep driving home every weekend. I have to start kind of moving forward. And so I explored a few different studios around here, and I've participated in numerous companies in the area. And I'm actually still participating in a couple of different ones, and you know, just because they're different styles, and it really allows me to expand and open myself as a dancer. But I also have taught everywhere from Goleta to Carpinteria. And just after teaching and dancing with so many different people, I just felt like something for me wasn't quite right. There was something missing, and I think, you know, I think what it ended up being is I really missed the way that we danced at home, and I didn't find that here in Santa Barbara, because the way we dance at home is everyone from the little kids, from the little 2 and 3 year olds, all the way up to the studio grandma who was in her 70s. Everyone danced together all the time.
Nice.
And that was the way that we developed a community as a studio in that way, and I really appreciated that and loved that about the studio at home, and I didn't find that here. At one of the studios I danced at, I was the oldest dancer when I was 20 by about 3 or 4 years, and they didn't really have a program for me. And they were great. They tried to help me, you know, find a place in their studio and developed a company to, you know, facilitate dancers who were my age. But at the same time, it was weird being in the same company with 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
It was not necessarily a bad thing. They were all very talented, but for me,
if it was like all different age groups, it would have been better.
Yeah, and so you know, I besides the teachers, I was the oldest. I was the oldest dancer at the studio, and then I taught at another studio where I really had a connection with the students and loved dancing with them, and they danced with me, but teachers were strictly forbidden from ever dancing with the students at that studio.
Oh, that's weird.
And it hurt me, and it hurt them. It made us all really sad because we wanted to be able to share that together. And so the students never got to see the teachers dancing. And it hurt me, and it hurt them. It made us all really sad because we wanted to be able to share that together. And so the students never got to see the teachers dancing.
Oh, that's bizarre.
And then I also danced at a company where it was all adults, but nobody under 18 was allowed to participate because they wanted to keep it targeted towards adults. And I just felt like, where is that place?
Family. There's no. We're all different age group. That's it. Yeah.
And so the idea of the Dance Network is to bring people together as a community and as a family to create a place where anyone and everyone can dance. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you are as a dancer, or if you've never danced before. You should be able to have a place where you can call home. I, as the director, hope that my students can all feel like they can come to me if they have problems or if they want to talk about something, because we're all a part of the same group now.
Yeah, we're a family. So can you give the people out there how they can get in touch with you, the email, if there's a website. I know. Do you have the Dance Network on Facebook?
Yes, we do have the Dance Network on Facebook. Oh gosh, we have the Dance Network on Facebook and on Twitter. We've got the Dance Network on Pinterest, and we've got pretty much all the social media covered. The studio website is the Dance Network SB for SantaBarbara.com. So again, the Dance Network SB.com.
The Dance Network, all one word. Okay.
And the email address is the dancenetwork.sb@gmail.com. And then I'm trying to think what else we've got. We've got so many different things. But yes, we're definitely on Facebook, and we've got a bunch of videos and pictures on Facebook.
And do you have a phone number for the actual studio?
And the phone number is area code 805, so it is a local number, 225-6078. That again is 225-6078.
And where are your studios situated in Santa Barbara?
We are in the El Mercado Shopping Center, so we're right smack dab in the middle of Goleta and Santa Barbara, which is great for me and my students.
That's along Hollister Road, just after 5 Points, right?
Yeah, it's right by the 154.
Yes, I know exactly where it is. So, so let's hear a little bit about you and your. You know, you have a family, parents, and any sisters and brothers, or.
My brother, he's amazing, but I'm super jealous of him because he's living in Hawaii. My parents,
they're in San Luis Obispo,
yes,
or where are they?
They are in San Luis Obispo. Technically, we live in Los Osos, which is about 20 minutes towards the coast, 15 minutes towards the coast from San Luis. But most people don't know where that is, so I tend to just kind of lump it in with San Luis, but that's where they live. And they work at Cal Poly.
Anything you think you may have missed that you need to tell people about?
I should tell you about this great class that we have. It's called the Dancing Dames class.
Ooh.
And it's all for our lovely ladies who are,
Seniors.
a little bit, yeah.
Elderly.
And one of our company members has both of her grandmothers in that class.
How exciting.
And they're really excited to do the performance because we're actually going to have a studio showcase in June. And so they're very excited to do that dance. So I think you would love that.
Oh, maybe I'll have to get these little tap shoes going.
And then we also, our company members are all fantastic. We've been actually performing throughout Santa Barbara since August. We did a huge event for home hospice and healthcare called the Artini, and we did a big event for a studio downtown, a Pilates studio called Fit Buddha, for a celebration for them. And then we're also going to be performing. We just got asked to perform for the Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation's benefit in May.
Nice.
So
wow.
We're performing all over the place already.
Wow. Well, let's cheers to that, and we'll wish
Thank you
all the best of luck in the future. And you'll have to come back, and perhaps Ravel will come and dance with you guys. And do not. Let's say good luck. And who's next, everybody? Oh, did you know that Tutu Time is next?
Oh, fun.
Yes, that's the Foreave Young Stars. So let's say bye-bye from Lucy Looker for this month. And see you next month. And we'll look forward to seeing Tutu Time. Don't adjust your TV sets. Stay on TVSB Channel 17 because Tutu's coming up next. Bye for now. Oh, I just received a text. Oh my goodness, you got me with my hair all in rollers. Anyway, I'm excited because Tutu Time is about to happen, everybody. So all the boys and girls, get ready. It's Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time for the young stars of Foreave. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams, Tutu Time. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams at Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time and she loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Tutu Time and she loves you. Yeah. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams. You're the young stars of Foreave. Tutu Time, Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time. Here we are at Tutu Time. I have a wonderful guest star with me today, and you've all met Mackenzie Ironson. She's been on Tutu Time many times, and she's here today to tell me a little bit about what's been going on in her life and maybe at school or whatever. So let's talk to Mac. So how are you doing, Mackenzie?
Pretty good.
Yeah, so what's going on at your school? Tell us all about your school. Where'd you go again?
Garden Street Academy.
Garden Street Academy. That's in Santa Barbara on Garden Street, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Good, okay. Well, tell us all about it. What's been going on that's special, that you enjoyed?
We've been doing dances, and I met a new friend. Her name's Chloe.
Oh, that's a pretty name, Chloe.
And Ari and Patty.
Wow, what's so special about Chloe, and what's the other one?
Ari and Patty.
Aria and Patty. Okay, so it's 3 friends you know that you love. Okay, so tell us what's so special about them. Do you all hang out together?
No, not much. Just
at school, though?
No, not much. We just like to play with each other.
You like to play with each other. Okay, so what kind of games do you play when you play with each other? They say when you get older, they say hang out, don't they?
Usually we play Foursquare or Prisoner.
Oh, really? Foursquare or Prisoner. Wow. And what kind of game is that?
Foursquare, there's 4 people in squares, and if there's more, they wait in line, and you have to kind of bounce the ball to each other. The first number 1 box is the queen or king, and they get to serve the ball first.
Wow. So that's a fun game? You think that's a fun game? So is there anything special that you've been doing at school? You can't think of anything
We
special?
got Frog and Two play.
Oh yeah, I remember. Didn't Cammy also be in that? So was the whole school in that?
No, about like the lower school, primary and elementary.
I see, primary and elementary. And what are you in? Are you in elementary?
Yes, I'm in elementary and I'm a snail in the play.
Oh, you were a snail. Did you like being a snail?
Mm-hmm.
You did? What's so special about being a snail?
We delivered the mail. We were a big part of the play.
Wow, it sounds like you had a big part in it, huh? So you like to be an actress? Yes, it's something special?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right then. So, well, we really loved having you on Tutu Time. So let's say bye-bye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye from Mackenzie Irons and Anthony. Come back and
Tutu
say
Time.
good.
Tutu
Bye-bye from
Time.
Bye-bye
It's
from
Tutu
Mackenzie.
Time.
Bye now. Welcome back to Tutu Time. Yes, we have a wonderful guest with us today. Oh, you guys are going to be excited because this time it's a different school. It's Dos Pablos. I hope I said that right with my accent. I never get those Spanish words right. Anyway, I'm very excited because today we have somebody that everybody knows at that school. He's with band. Yes, his name's Tommy Sota. Is that correct? Did I say the name right,
Yep,
Tommy?
that's correct.
Well, welcome. It's lovely to have you at Tutu Time.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. And I was lucky enough to watch a couple of the videos that you've been on with your school. Oh, he's amazing, amazing drummer. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Tommy. You know, why band, why drums, and all about yourself.
Well, I started in the 6th grade. I stopped taking piano lessons, and my parents decided that I still had to continue with music. So from that point on, I decided that the drums were probably the coolest looking instrument in the band. So I chose to play the drums, and ever since 6th grade and up till now in my senior year, I've been playing. I've played with multiple ensembles. I'm doing the jazz band and drumline at Dos Pueblos, and I play outside of school with other directors for musicals, such as John Douglas, for example.
So you're actually like playing in theater?
Right, I'm playing musicals for Goleta Valley Junior High and Dos Pueblos.
Lovely, that's wonderful. I know our son was a drummer. He did exactly what you did.
Really?
And you're doing like the 5 drums,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, and drumline.
Wonderful. Well, we're hoping that Tommy will play after the interview for us today. So don't adjust your TV set, folks. Keep watching Tutu Time. So Tommy, tell us a little bit about your family. You know, you have a mom and a dad, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about your family.
Okay. As far as music goes, my dad has always been into music. He's a huge Beatles fan. Like every Saturday morning, I'll wake up and he'll be playing the Beatles on the radio, or he'll be playing it on the piano. I just never hear enough of it. So my dad has been a huge influence in my musical career, and my brother is a guitarist. He's a sophomore right now at Dos Pueblos.
He plays guitar, does he?
Yeah.
How wonderful.
He's also on the tennis team. So my family is pretty musical. My mom played violin for a little bit in high school, but that's about it.
So that's why you love it. I know it's like us. We enjoy music and of course, you know, your children just love music once you do. So good on your parents, you know.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
great.
wonderful. So what are your dreams and goals, Tommy?
Currently, I've been practicing a lot to get into DCI, Drum Corps International. It's you could basically call it the more intense version of marching band, and that's basically going to be my dream until my age out year, which would be 21. So,
what do you want to do then? Do you see yourself as a drummer in a rock and roll band or a jazz band, or what do you see?
Yeah, aside from drumline, I'm also playing in a couple rock and roll groups outside of school.
Oh, you are already?
Yeah.
Nice. Any names that we might have heard of?
I'm currently playing with a band formed by Jason Paris. He was recently in the Teen Star program. He was a finalist.
Oh.
So it's a really fun experience to be able to do that with such a great artist like himself, and I just try and get as much opportunity as I can in the community with drumming, and it really pays off for me.
That's wonderful. Well, let's sit back here now and listen to Tommy as he shows us his talent on his, what do they call that? It's
Tenor drums.
a tenor drums. Tenor, when there's 5 of them, right?
Right,
There's
correct.
tenors. This is exciting. So stay tuned, folks. Tommy will be back in a second. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the segment that I have where I interview artists, producers, directors. Oh, I interview lots and lots of people. And this is the segment after Tutu Time. I hope you enjoyed Tutu Time this month. So I've got a very, very different, very exclusive gentleman that's come to me today to be interviewed, and I'm very excited, and I hope more young people like Kyle Dillard will come and be a star on my show as I'm able to share his art with all of you. And he is very different, as you can see by some of the art that we have on display. It's like graffiti, I guess, but I'm not sure if they call it graffiti art. I know that it's a personal type of art that artists do, and Kyle has been dabbling in this for a long time, and he's going to share all about his life with us. And so sit back and enjoy a nice interview with Kyle Dillard, and hopefully that your parents and everybody that you love are all watching you and going, "Yay, Kyle!"
I hope so.
He was
Shouts
very
to the graph
excited.
freaks. I'm ready. Let's make it happen.
He's making it happen. Well, it's really exciting. Your art is like pretty gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
You know,
It's from the heart.
definitely. So let's start from the beginning. So it's Kyle Dillard. Are you a local chap?
Yes, born and raised Santa Barbara. For a while, I lived in Hawaii on the north shore of Oahu, closer to the windward side. But Santa Barbara kid pretty much my whole life. Lived in LA for a short time and got to experience a lot of different types of cultures, mostly art-based cultures. And I've learned to adapt my own style. I saw a lot of what other people were doing, and I felt like I had to get into it. And I know there's a lot of risks when you do street art, like graffiti with paint cans and such. So I decided to start doing freehand for one, and all on paper and different types of canvases. I never use a uniform canvas. I never will do a piece and complete it on paper. It'll always be on random things I find, such as this old boogie board that still has wax on it from when I was a kid that I snapped. I decided to make the cut more clean and do a piece on that. It was kind of tricky because it indents as I write.
Do you actually do these for people? Is this how this works?
That's how it all started, actually. Yes. I started with doing, in 2010, I started doing names for people. People like my color schemes and my designs. So as I got into tattoo and graffiti and all these types of art forms, I decided that I would do names for people, and there was a demand for it. So I would get all my supplies for free and basically create a beautiful canvas. I would spend anywhere from 2 to 6 hours on it, and give it to someone for $20, $30.
Wow, they were lucky.
That's how it started, and now it's developed into this whole freehand thing. I put the pen to the canvas, and whatever comes out, comes out. No pencil, no eraser. What's there is there. What you see is there. All the detail is my own, and never erased, never duplicated, never copied.
I understand that fully, because as a singer and a writer, songwriter, it's got to that point now all the time when I sing. It doesn't matter who I'm singing with. I do work really good with Dan, as we are, but it just is okay, this is it. I should be recording this one. If I don't, it's there.
Yep,
the universe just got it.
Of course.
And I see that, and I understand that you just like let the juices, let the flow. What is it about this person that you're doing it for,
Yeah.
And I imagine you put a whole story in your own head
Most definitely.
as it just flows through the pen.
Most
to
definitely.
whatever.
It's artistic expression at its finest, and that's my
It's your forte.
That's my forte. That's my bio in a short thing.
That's wonderful.
Is social commentary through artistic expression, pretty much.
Wonderful. So you were telling me you wanted to share with me some of your friends, other artists like yourself. I hope they'll come on.
Yeah.
I hope that you will encourage them to come in front of the camera and share their ideas and what they're doing as far as their art, because
sure
there's
they'd
nothing
love to.
better than to learn about people in the same town that you're in that are artists.
Of course, yes. And the thing is, with me, a big part of my art, short art career, I guess you could call it, is bringing people together. It's not so much creating my own art. I have a few pieces here and there, mostly that I just made for this interview itself. But I get art from a lot of different people displayed down here at the very bottom, if you want to check that out. 2 pieces on the bottom. The blue one is my name, done by Real Graph Freak. He's another graph freak friend of mine out of Houston, Texas. He also did his name just above that.
And his name is?
Real Graph Freak.
Real.
And
That's the name of his
alias.
business. That's his alias, right.
And his real name is Johnny.
Good on Johnny.
And then another buddy of mine does a different type of art, which I totally love. And apologies, friends, for not getting the money or time to frame your beautiful pieces. This is a piece that a buddy, Vintage Voodoo Doll, did for me. He makes different types of things. He does a lot of very cool art. Aaron Herndon, I believe his name is. And he also custom makes these voodoo dolls, which are quite cool and intricate out of all different types of things.
Amazing.
He custom made these for me, and they're very cool. It's a
very
unusual, different type of artistic expression that I haven't seen before, so I'm all about it.
And it's all stuff that is around, It's like recycle, really.
Yeah. Oh,
Buttons
yeah. I don't think he
everything.
pays a lot for his supplies, but he makes beautiful things.
He makes beautiful, clever things.
They're very detailed, very fragile. And then another aspect of the art that I've been getting into is sticker slapping, which is instead of spray painting a wall or writing on a wall, which I do not do. I do not condone graffiti. Is another way to get your artwork out there is just making a sticker with the same type of pen. So just today I got a whole goodie bag full of custom slaps, is what they call them. Slaps.
Oh, they're
stickers,
and they come up and go onto your books or
whatever you'd like
but
to
what
put
if
them.
you would people, because people that do graffiti art, it's like they want to put it on walls or cars or things.
Yeah, well,
if
I don't know.
If they did that, would that be the same for them? You think?
I couldn't tell you that. That's not for me to discuss nor condone. So, but yeah, these are by Ness, my buddy Ness. I believe he's from Arizona. I see a lot of pictures of him doing his art in the snow, which is really cool to see paint and snow and.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen them do statues in snow.
Yeah.
In
yeah.
Canada.
Oh, definitely.
Beautiful sculptures.
Like cool snowmen.
Well,
yeah.
no, just really unbelievable ice things, because it ends up ice.
Yeah. There's
Amazing.
a couple more by him, and he does these little. I guess these are his signature.
That's cute.
This guy's name is Ness, and his buddy
see it?
Sick as well. His
Ness
buddy's
and
Sick.
Sickness.
Yeah. They're the Alien Zoo.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
And what's that guy's name? Voodoo something, was it?
Oh, that's a Aaron Henderson, Vintage Voodoo Doll. Big shouts to him.
And who was he? And who is this chap?
Ness. This is.
This is Sick Ness and.
Sick and Ness.
Sick and Ness, but I mean, who's the guy that does Sick and Ness?
Don't know their names.
Oh, you don't know their name? They just call it
aliases.
Sick and Ness. Well, Sick and Ness?
Yep.
Good jobs.
And I get a lot of custom artwork. I have a board that I made just for, if you want to pan to that, just for all my inspiration in general. There's everybody's. This is a full chart of the Instagram names. If anybody has Instagram and wants to go check them out. It's a lot of very skilled artists. I picked out all my favorites, all my best friends that have all contributed to my success and my art gallery as well. So it's really awesome. I've gotten custom pieces from most of the people shown there. So definitely give them a check them out, and go like their page, follow them, follow me. My name is my alias is Marsh_Graph_Freak on Instagram. You can check me out on Facebook, Kyle Dillard from Santa Barbara. My name's Kyle Chase Dillard, and you heard it from Marsh first.
See if you can zoom in on that so that I can put that in, because I went through a real stage of doing that kind of stuff, I guess. Can you see the one way over there where it says Foreave USA?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of intricate
It's got a brown
lettering.
thing all the way around it. But everything that's on there, funnily enough, I mean, some of it is really random and weird, you know.
Well, that's where a lot of
That's what it happens with it. But at the same time, I did it in I do believe, way back in 1982 or something like that, 83, 4, 5, somewhere around there. But I kept working on it. And then eventually I framed it, of course. But everything that's on there was the dream of what I brought the Foreave Stars International
and what's now
to,
become.
and what's happening now. And now it's doing what I wanted to do. And as difficult and as hard it is, because, you know, it's difficult, believe it or not, to get people to star themselves.
Well,
Isn't that funny? You wouldn't
it's very
think that
odd.
would be.
I took full advantage of this opportunity. It's an awesome way to get my artwork out there and seen and heard, and I want people to know me for who I am and what I can create. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but I just like the fact that my canvases are 100% random and 100% freehand.
And original. And unique.
I do something different, and that's
So
what I like.
Right.
I enjoy my art. I'm a critic, but I enjoy it. But I really enjoy just browsing other people's art, and I'm stoked to be on your show.
Oh, good. I know he's been one of the most enthusiastic stars I've ever had come on.
Yep.
He was excited.
I love it.
He kept.
I love it.
He kept sending me texts, getting more and more excited at the work he was doing, and that's great. That's what that's what this show's all about. To just get one of you, every now and then, really is wonderful for me.
Well, I'm happy to do it, and happy to represent myself as well as all my fellow artists, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks so much for the opportunity.
Okay, well, just before you do go, tell us a little bit about your family. I mean, tell us about, I don't know too much. I know you have a mum and a dad. That's
Yes,
about it.
I do.
So you tell us about your parents and family.
My parents are very much so into academics and pursuing that kind of dream, which I can totally understand and relate with.
So it must be difficult for them to see you do this.
It's kind of tough. These last couple weeks, I've really been receiving a lot of art as well as putting out as much as I can of art. But
and how do they feel about that?
With freehand, I end up throwing out a lot of things. But they love it. They like that I'm into it, that I'm focused on something. It gets completely while I'm drawing, my mind is completely gone, as it is for, I'm sure, a lot of my fellow artist friends, and it's just it's a release.
Well, they must be really happy, really.
Yeah, they're happy
because
about that.
It's hard on a lot of parents nowadays for them to follow what's going on with their young people. Because, I mean, there's so many distractions out there that nobody really knows, what it is that they want to do.
Well, I'm also going to school for automotive. So,
oh, you are?
Yeah, I've always been a mechanic. I've had lots of tuner cars, little Fast and the Furious type cars. So I've always been into messing with them, and now I'm finally taking the next step towards being a mechanic. But
that's a good idea, because you always have work for that.
Yeah.
And then you can actually still have your business on the side where you create.
Yeah.
And that's really balancing your life. I
Yeah.
think that's the way I've always done it.
Right.
I think it works, you know, it just
Yeah.
works. It works
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers and
Cheers, Carla. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for coming for sure.
Thank
And
you.
did you want to say something else?
I just wanted to reiterate, catch me at on Instagram at Marsh MARSH _graph GRAFF_freak. So check me out. That's about it. You heard it from Marsh first. Giving it up for my crew. Big ups to all my people. I really appreciate all the artwork that I've received and all the support that you've given me. So thanks everybody.
Yeah. So everybody stay on TVSB. We'll say thank you again to Carl Dillard. Don't forget to look him up and watch his artwork and all his friends. And you know who's coming up next? The musician segment. And I know we have a wonderful musician. I do believe it's Ramiro Guzman coming all the way from Walnut Creek in Northern California. So cheers everyone. See you next month on Mini Woodstock and Revel Session of the Artists. Bye now.
Mi niña linda, te quiero decir que como tú a nadie yo he conocido. Baby, baby, baby girl, you are my love, baby, you're my world, yeah. Spend the night with me, baby, baby, set me free. No te vayas, por favor, quédate en mi corazón. Ta, 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 yeah. Mi niña linda. Ta, 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 yeah. Baby, you're my world, yeah. Baby, ta 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 ta, means I love you. You are my love. Eres mi niña linda. Spend the night with me, baby, baby, set me free. No te vayas, por favor, quédate en mi corazón. Ta 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 ta, yeah. Means I love you. Ta 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 ta, yeah. Baby, you're my world, yeah. Yeah. Mi niña linda, te quiero decir que como tú a nadie yo he conocido. Ta 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 ta, yeah. Means I love you. Ta 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 ta, yeah. Baby, you're my world, yeah. Baby, you're my world.
Bill here, and they called me the Metal Rock Motoring Superstar. So now I'm going to introduce to you a superstar in his own right, Ramiro Guzman.
Finally getting together after so long.
After so long, definitely. I
What
know
are the
you.
names of the places that you play at in Walnut Creek? What are they called?
One is called the Walnut Creek Retirement Center.
Okay, let's have a cheer out. Let's have a shout out. Ramiro's going to shout out all the places he plays in Walnut Creek. Give him a blast.
Okay, Walnut Creek Retirement Center. The other one's Tampico Terrace Retirement Center. The other one's Montego Retirement Community.
Wow.
And then we have the Kensington Renaissance also Retirement Community.
Shit.
And Atria. Then I got the other, also the Atria bought them out, so another Atria. And right now, and I'm getting different Carnelian is another one.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I just got a call. It's amazing. I know after I did with the show with Lucy, I got a call, a text from another place that,
Straight away?
yeah, that wants me to play on Saturday.
Oh my God. See, Facebook works.
Yeah, and Lucy and your show.
Really?
Right
Really?
in between.
Because we put the advert saying you were coming on it.
I get in between.
No, I'm not Lucy.
I know. I said in between Lucy and you, I got the
Oh, really?
the text, yeah.
You get an interview with Lucy, and between that time, you come into Revell and you get a text for a job. Well, I'm telling you, it's a really important you get a hold of Foreave Stars International, isn't
Yes.
that right?
Absolutely.
One thing I do want to say from Lucy is thank you very much for the introduction. We're looking forward to being able to play that every week and give you a
Sure.
blast
Sure.
up at Walnut Creek. So everybody out there, this is the show with Ramiro Guzman on it, and we're really glad that he went out of his way to drive all the way from Walnut Creek. He went to Oxnard to see his family, and then he came to see us on his way back home. So here's to Ramiro Guzman. Hey, next is Ramiro. Tell us more about yourself, because I think I've been talking a lot.
Well, I'm a musician. I've been a musician since I was 10. I've been all over the United States, all over Mexico. I recorded 3 albums, did the whole drugs, sex, and rock and roll thing for a while, and now I'm settled in playing for seniors that have Alzheimer's, dementia, or simply retired.
It's just very satisfying, and you get paid for it too, and you can
Yes.
keep your family afloat.
Mhm.
How wonderful.
I volunteer my time in a couple of places, 'cause, I try to give
Well, you
a
have
little
to
bit
do
back.
that for taxes also, but you have to do that anyway.
Yeah,
Money's
cool.
got to go around. Would you like one of these? They're so good. They are so good.
What are they?
They are chocolate truffles.
Truffles.
Are we ready to do a jam, you think?
Sure.
Okay, let's go. Here's to Ramiro. Lots of success, Ramiro.
Thank you.
And
Thanks for inviting me.
the way to the bank. I'm laughing all the way to the bank.
All the